Play got just shotgun. Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this. And now 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
I know you games for league MVP. You've got to vote. I've got to vote. We're getting ready to see a closing argument in this one, though. Can he lock it down?
Week 17, the last act. We're not supposed to say who we're voting for, but I can say this. Jason Myers now for the extra point. This will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Powers through. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. They'll roll him out right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He'll buy some time right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense?
That's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. A slant to Jones. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. If you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial.
And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think they should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Colby Parkinson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Myers for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Getting set to go again on offense. We get a peek at Julio Jones now. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes to come your way, too, because I've got to get coverage in his direction.
They throw again on second down. This one's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
16 yards.
16 yards, a first down. On first down, McCullough. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Falcons, nothing.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again. Ryan. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. His pass caught at the 4. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Again, Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And ultimately, he stopped right where simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Chris Carson trotting back out there. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second.
About running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
At the 39-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Rolling to his left. Going for Matt. That one, he reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. A sensational one. Score looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard.
But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And now let's discuss Julio Jones. And we see his collection of highlights. He's always so tough to cover.
He really is, and there are plenty of reasons why. Runs great routes, has an understanding of what defenses want to do against him, and really has a great determination to go up and get the football. He decides it's his and no one else's.
And he's decided that a lot so far in this game. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Will find his man on the outside. And he he's taken down inside the red zone, past the Seattle 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. There is all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll give it here to his running back. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going no to the line of scrimmage. Coming up at halftime, you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case,
here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Hopkins' kick is, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Three Hopkins now to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good, think about them right here.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll work first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. So we're in Week 17 as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Happy New Year, everybody. To our EA Sports Halftime Report. A busy final day of the regular season, so let's do it. We'll begin out west at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. And it's the 49ers who are out in front with that game closing in on halftime. Jimmy Garoppolo has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, let's get over to the Rockies to check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And they trail visiting Tennessee Titans. Ryan Tannehill looking good. 2 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get to the desert to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Carolina Panthers. The Panthers still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us. Half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
The offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Wilson now off the bootleg. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on a big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Going for Met. He's got a man. Complete. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. All the talk when Russell Wilson came into the league about his height, those big defense. You get him outside the pocket like that, doesn't really matter.
No, it really doesn't, and you're exactly right. Many people dinged him for that and said, how's he going to see over NFL linemen? He never did, right? At whatever level, he saw through them and found pockets and windows to throw the football. But as you noted, when he's outside the pocket and his vision is totally clear, oh, look out, because he's going to find someone downfield, as we just saw there.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy. It's a Julio Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Complete.
Julio Jones. 76 yards. And the Falcons cut into that lead. During halftime, could they mount a comeback, and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. DK Metcalf for the Seattle offense about set to take over once again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing is running. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
This is Carson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle.
Gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
Play action. Now Wilson sliding out of the pocket. He lets it fly for Lockett, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
They go play action now. Wilson flushed out right. Airing it out for Olsen. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked the Seahawks.
And how about this? A fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. On first and 10, it's Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. Touchdown, Falcons. Hayden Hurst, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons draw a bit closer.
Point conversion.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
First and 10 at at their own 27-yard line.
Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. They go play action with Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he's got Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Throwing is Wilson. Buying time to his left. And this one is incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
To throw again is Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Wilson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt. Urgency a little bit. Maybe pump up the pace. Maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
A loss of 8 yards.
Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. 1 quarter remains here after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Looking deep for Julio. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
3rd and 6.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
To throw again, Ryan. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space.
From the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Ryan. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
3rd down and goal from the 2-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Wilson back into his end zone. He'll buy some time right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm...
It's caught inside the 25. And mark him down all the way inside the Atlanta 20. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Wilson wants to throw it. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brings up third and 5.
Now it's Carson. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. They run for it with Carson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. To throw is Wilson. Out to his left. End zone caught. Touchdown Seattle. Will Dissly. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll get to him after a gain.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, they'll wrap up the campaign an impressive 15-1. And now they'll have